The Birds is about the human propensity for self-annihilation and our yearning for a better world based on our connection and love for each other rather than the repetitive historical oppression of other peoples. What struck me most, I think, was, of those three songs, was the creation myth that tells the story of the birth and creation of Turtle Island, and that it involved sort of the redemptive death and sacrifice of one of the creatures, the muskrat, to help bring it about. And I just, so the creation myths, I find, I love how they enter into this like epic world of fantasy and things that are ancient, and it's a very complex musical landscape to work with epic poetry like that. As a composer who loves to collaborate with different art forms, I understand the necessity of allowing someone else to be in the driver's seat, so to speak. And so I know that I needed to serve Renelta's vision for the play, which prioritizes the play and what she needs to get across over what might be ordinarily my musical intuitions or choices. I feel like what we've done is we've, in a way, created the music together. I've made choices that I felt were supporting and furthering her vision, getting that across through the play to the audience. But the most complex challenge was the creation story, because there's something about the sweep and depth of epic poetry and what it accesses in the human memory and imagination. The images are just gorgeous in this poetry. The images of water, nibi water o neganus, nibi o water o neganus. And the language is magical, o neganus. So I wanted music that was evocative of just gorgeous, beautiful ocean and water, and a sense of purity and beauty. Acknowledge. So it's been important for me to become more aware of my privilege and of the issues for my friends who aren't white men, who have been my colleagues and the people I love and the people I work with. Witness. It's just been such a privilege to work with Renelta and the students. And it's been interesting to witness her as a director with the students. Well, I suppose there are a lot of things I'm going to remember from this production, but one thing that I've been using already came out of one of our production meetings, and it was with the set designer and the sound designer and the lighting designer and so forth. And we were discussing the play, and various people were commenting on the glaring injustices being addressed in the play, and how these topics could possibly be treated or addressed with their elements that they're contributing. And Renelta was saying how we weren't she was saying we were going to lose our audience, or we weren't going to really get our message across if we alienate them or just hit them over the head with these issues rendered in this sort of black and white oversimplicity. They're very complex issues. And she said something I just love and I've carried with me. She said, she was saying, we can't just render this these issues in a black and white way in this play. We have to find the good gray. And I just loved that phrase, the good gray. And it's not to obfuscate boundaries or obfuscate basic truths, but it's to hold things that might seem to be contradictory in tension with each other, knowing that the reality is complex. And that's what I'm going to carry with me.